Hello, what's going on, guys? Hockey Guy 1 here. Welcome to my review of Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. So Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines is directed by Jonathan Maslow and stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Nick Stone, Kristen Logan, and Claire Danes. So, story is Skynet wants to send something back in time to kill some John Connor's lieutenants, and they are also the American resistance because they couldn't find John Connor for some reason, and resistance, human resistance sends back another Terminator, and to protect because Terminator 2 worked for that, why not do the same thing? Which doesn't work in this movie because the story is just the same. It comes down as unoriginal. I mean, we already saw this plot twice. I mean, it worked in the both of the first two movies, but seeing the same plot for the third time just is a dumb idea. It's stupid how unoriginal it is, and they should have honestly tried something new. Of course, spoiler alert, when they try something new, it sucked even more. I mean, the plot is just a mess. I mean, it has way too much exposition with John Connor and everything, and it's just a mess. I mean, the first act is, all three acts are a mess. I don't even need to explain how much of a mess they are, considering I'm already saying all three of them are a mess. And the first act, like I said, has too much exposition, and it's just kind of nothing to it. In the second act, there's also not really anything to it. In all honesty, it's just them trying to run away from the TX. There's just nothing to it. Like I keep saying, the third act, like I keep saying, nothing to it. There's just, honestly, nothing to it. Like I keep saying, I don't need to repeat it again. So, yeah. The climax was a letdown, to be honest with you. I mean, I expected a lot more out of it. Just Terminator and TX fighting, and then Terminator shoots TX. It's just nothing to it. And the action scenes are honestly some of the only things it shares with the first two. Is that the action scenes actually are pretty okay, I'll say, in this movie. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of its actions. And it's just not really that good. And that's basically it. And the writing is just terrible in this movie. I mean, not even the lines of dialogue is gonna save the writing, because the lines of dialogue is terrible. There's the one that says, "Just die already, you bitch," which there's no excuse for writing that line, because there's no excuse for terrible writing in this movie, because there's 3 screenwriters, and it's just terrible writing. It doesn't make any sense. How can you have 3 screenwriters and have this bad of writing? It makes no sense. Because the writing is just a mess in this movie, and yeah, it's like just about everything. It's like about everything that writing's a mess. And Terminator actually, he comes back in this movie once again, but here he's just ruined, in my opinion. I mean, his character is just, he's just kind of an asshole in this. There's nothing really to him other than that. And he doesn't really develop at all. It's just the same. His friendship with John doesn't even develop. Well, it's just the same old shit we saw in Terminator 2. So it's just dumb. Yeah. Terminator just isn't he's just not the character he was. Like, being an asshole in the first one, understandable. He was the villain. He's kind of meant to be the villain. In this one, not so much. He's not really supposed to be a villain. Kate Brewster is just a terrible character. That's about all I can say about her. It's just literally just John Connor from Terminator 2 all over again. Being just, if he was a female, the person being protected. That's all by a Terminator. That's all she is. And she's just, her character is nothing. Doesn't really develop over time. Her character is just terrible. I mean, I can't really say anything else about her character. It's terrible. I mean, really. Okay, so John Connor, he was well developed in the second movie. Here, he's nothing. He's just a whiny bitch who's just here to remind you, hey, look, this is a sequel to Terminator 2. That's about all she's here for. And he's not really, I mean, he's important to the plot, I guess, but let's be honest, he's just nothing in this movie. He's just completely wasted. He's just very whiny throughout, and just there. And there's just nothing to his character. Character that I saw anything new. Didn't see anything new with him. He's just the same old character, just worse. How I describe it. So the TX, I mean, she's kind of a badass villain, but is she a good villain? No, not at all. She's just the T-1000, a more advanced version of the T-1000. That's about how I could describe it. I mean, she's just a robot that was sent back to kill somebody, which was already done 2 other times in this franchise, like I said, and we did not need to see it a 3rd time, because at this point, he's just getting sick of it, and it's a joke. T-1000 is the far superior villain in every way. This TX is just nothing. Nothing. Like everything, like I keep saying, this movie is nothing. It is just nothing special. Just like this villain here, TX. She's nothing special. Just a villain who goes around to kill the protagonist. That was fine. Like I said, fine in the first 2 because it makes sense. That's for the movies those were trying to be. Here, it just tried to be those movies again. So yeah, it's just really that's about all you can say. It's just nothing. So I guess the acting was okay. I guess. I mean, really. I mean, there's some that were great, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He did a great job again. And next time did a pretty good job, I'll say. But on the other hand, the 2 female actress, they just didn't do that good. I mean, Christina Logan didn't do that bad. But Claire Dowes, on the other hand, yeah, she was really bad. And it's the acting just okay. About all I can give the acting, and because some did good, some did bad. It's just all very okay. I mean, the visual effects, I'll give the movie that. They look really good. Like most of the explosions that they used had realistic looking fire that was convincing enough, and stuff like that, and the TX looks pretty good as well as Terminator Endoskeleton, which wasn't really shown that much in this movie, but it kind of showed it in the ones, and it looks much better than it did in the 80s, which it should be. So that's not really not really something problem I could say with the original, because it should be looking better and everything. Yeah, and the visual effects, honestly, are just some of the only things that this movie really keeps from the original too. Overall, Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines is definitely where the franchise jumped the shark and just made too many. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a terrible movie with a rehashed plot of Terminator 2. That's about all I could say about it. So I'm gonna give Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines a 4 out of 10. That was my review of Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. What are your thoughts on Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines? Tell me in the comments below, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.